Hi, hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are watching me. Please, if you are online, please just say something in the chat box. I'm trying to confirm that you can hear me clearly. So please just let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay, I can see Precious. Hi, Precious. Hi, Naomi. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining the live session. Thank you. Yes, thank you for wishing me happy birthday. Thank you. Hi, Cephas. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to take a minute to, we're going to wait for some of our guys because let me just say this. See, this masterclass that we're having tonight, let me just give you people, if those that know me know that I'm very big on excellence, I'm very big on value. So just make sure that you are with your writing materials, you are here with a ready heart to learn, you are ready to absorb, just be ready to dive in, because by the time this class is over, your goals would be met. I know a lot of you have questions that you want to ask me in my I see your questions in my DM. I see your questions on Instagram. I see your questions sometimes on my comment section. And I know that a day would come where I would answer this question. And I mean, why not today? Okay, so more people have joined us. I can see Blissful. Hi, Blissful. Hi, Chidera. Hi, Zainab. Hi, hi. It's so good to have you guys. So good to have you guys on board. Okay. I know we've had like a little bit of conversation in the WhatsApp group, right? But before we start proper, I want to know, firstly, I want to know how many of us want to be screenwriters, and how many of us just want to do storytelling, like storytelling across board. So if you want to do screenwriting or script writing, just in this comment section, just drop script writing or screenwriting. While if you want storytelling across board, just drop it. I want to weigh the ratio of script writers to storytellers that we have on board, but I'll definitely be touching on both aspects. So just put that in the comment section. I'll be looking out for your comments. Okay. Okay, I love it. I can see someone's comment already. Okay, I can see screenwriting, script writing. Okay, someone says both. It's fine. It's fine if you want to learn both. Very fine, in fact. Okay, let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. I'm trying to wait a bit so that everyone can join, because once we begin, I'm not going to stop. We're going to, just go on with the flow till we're done. Okay, Ivy says screenwriting. Amazing. 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 Ivy says screenwriting. I haven't seen any storytelling. So does that mean that everyone here wants to learn screenwriting, just screenwriting? I want to know what to focus on. That's what I'm asking. Right. Or focus more on. I'll be talking on both aspects, but I want to know what to focus more on. Screenwriting is largely 80% storytelling, but let me see. Okay, screenwriting. I think we have like 12 people live now. In case you're just joining us, um, hi, hi. I said if you want to learn screenwriting, I want you to drop it in the chat. And if you want to learn storytelling, I want you to also drop that in the chat. Just say screenwriting or storytelling. And if you want both, you can say both. All right. I think we have given everybody um, enough time to join us. I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Just give me a moment. Okay. I'm trying to share my screen. That's why I'm not speaking right now. So just give me a moment to have that sorted out. Okay. Okay. I think this is the best that we can do. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So if at any point you cannot see my screen, just indicate. I'm also like in the live chats here, so I can observe what is going on. Okay, so we're going to begin. Firstly, I'd like to welcome everyone. I want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining this live. I mean, um, if I had just put up this event and no one turned up, it wouldn't have been funny. But I am happy that you believe in the brand. I am happy that you also want to learn, because that is the first sign. The first sign that a person wants to learn is that they show up. That is the first sign. And I'm seeing that sign here, which means that you are ready to learn. So, like our community manager, Roslyn, has said, be ready to learn, be ready to dive in. I'm going to teach for about 20 to 30 minutes or maybe more. Then I would allow, space for questions. So if you have any question, please don't drop it while I'm teaching so I don't get distracted. But as soon as I'm done, you can ask any question that you have. Okay. So I can see someone says both, and then there's just one person that says storytelling. All right, so we're going to dive right in. I don't know how many of you are meeting me for the first time. So I want to introduce myself. Some people don't know who I am. Who is this lady? Who's this lady? And you know the funny thing, sometimes that's how we writers think. We think that because we're writers, we have to always be at the background. No one has to know our names or what we do. But that's not true. As a writer, you are part of the industry, the storytelling industry, the creative industry. You are a part of it. In fact, you are the architect, you are the core of the creative industry, because without stories, there is no creative industry. And I'm speaking in regards to storytelling now. In Nollywood, they would always tell us that a script is the foundation of a film. Why? The only reason why you have the producer, the director, the sound guy, and every other person coming together on set is because there is a script. If there was no script, if there was no script and they all come together, I'm telling you, it will just all be a waste. It will all just be a waste of time. People will just, I don't know if you guys if you guys have ever been on a set where there is no script. I have seen one, and it was just a mess because they were just winging it, just talking, and it was dragging, right? So you are important. I want you to say it in the comment section. I am important. I am important. I am important. As a storyteller, you are important. As a script writer, you are important. And I don't want you to start saying, "Oh, I'm an aspiring storyteller," or "I'm an aspiring script." You are already a script writer. You're already a storyteller. That you are in this class is enough sign to you that you are a storyteller and that you're not aspiring again. You are already in that zone, and you need to begin to see it. You need to begin to embody it, because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So you have to begin to think like that. You have to begin to embrace what you want to become. You have to begin to take it seriously. Understand that you and storytelling are one. Amazing. I love the energy in this room. We're going to have a great time today. So you are important. Don't allow anybody make you play small or think small. Do you understand? You are important. Your stories are important. If they are not worth telling, you would not have the ideas in the first place. You won't have them in the first place. All right. So I'm going to go ahead to meet Jemimah. Meet Jemimah. Jemimah is, let me confirm that you can still see my screen. Okay. Okay. We're gonna navigate this together. All right. Jemimah is a filmmaker, a screenwriter, and a PR executive. So I'm not just a screenwriter, I'm also a full-time filmmaker and a PR executive. Oluwakolemi Jemimah Monaini is a dynamic force in the Nigerian film industry, seamlessly blending her expertise as a filmmaker, screenwriter, creative director, and PR and media executive. With a deep passion for storytelling, she has written over 60 screenplays, many of which have garnered millions of views on YouTube within days of release. Her talent for crafting compelling narratives extends beyond digital platforms, as her works have received critical acclaim and prestigious awards. Among her notable projects, The Delivery Boy won Best Film at the Africa Film Academy Awards, solidifying her reputation as a force in screenwriting. The Boy from the Window was an official selection at the 2024 AFRIF Festival, while Breakfast Over Dinner earned a nomination at the 2025 Film Joint Awards, an award at the 2025 Hipster World New York Screening Soiree, and qualified as an award finalist at the Universal Film Festival 2025 in Missouri. These accolades highlight our ability to create thought-provoking, impactful cinema. So I'm just going to stop here because of time. Um, yeah, I do a lot of things, right? So I'm going to dive right in. I just had to do that introduction because I know it's not everyone that knows who I am, right? So I just needed to do that. Thank you. So let's dive right in. Who needs to be here? Firstly, writers. And when I say writers, I mean storytellers, especially newbies, because what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight are the basics, the core of what you need as a writer. And secondly, the people that need to be here are those who want to understand how the industry works. My people, see, I'm going to be very, very honest. Like, I don't hide stuff, I don't gatekeep. I will tell you as it is. There are many writers, especially newbie writers, that don't understand how this industry works. And every single time I see it, I don't know, it pains my heart. It pains my heart. And that's why whenever people, write a script and or have a story, and the next thing they're thinking of is how to market that story, I say, calm down. Not because I don't want you to market your story, but because I know that there is more. You need to understand how this industry works. You need to understand it. See, every industry has its rules. And I'm not saying this so that you can play by the rules. I'm saying this because even if you are going to bend the rules, you need to understand how it works. You need to understand how the industry works. Okay, I'm trying to check the live chat just to be sure that we're following. Okay. Okay, amazing. Okay. Then the last set of people that need to be here are those that want my mentorship. A number of you have reached out to me. You want to join my agency, you want me to mentor you. And it's not that I don't want to, but I needed to be sure. I needed to be sure of the time. And I also wanted to put forth a structure for mentorship because I know some of my mentees are here. I know I've not made it public yet up until now, but for the past 1 year, if not more, I have been mentoring a set of writers, and a good number of them are here on this chat. I know they will soon start talking. See, mentorship is not just it's not me. Mentorship is not you giving me your script for me to sell. That's not mentorship. Mentorship is not me telling you um so this is how to write a log line, this is how to write a synopsis, and this is how to format your script. Those are great, but that's not mentorship. Mentorship is me not just holding your hand and teaching you the ropes, is me training you to the point where you are stable enough to be a solid writer on your own. That is always my goal. Everybody that has worked with me, everyone that has I have mentored, they can testify that I train you to work on your own. I train you to the point where you learn how to stand by yourself. I train you to the point where you understand how the industry works and you can even learn to navigate it whether I am with you or not. Because I'm someone that believes so much in sustainability. If my knowledge cannot be passed across to the future generation, then of what use is it? So I understand that a leader is someone that builds other leaders. So if you know you want my mentorship, you need to be here. Okay. Then now I want to go to what most people don't know. Hmm. This is another place to dive in. What most people don't know. Firstly, most people don't understand that script writing, or let me say storytelling in general, is a big deal. Let me give you people an instance. I want to believe that the majority of us here are active on social media. When I mention names like Instablog Niger or Tunde Ednot or Pulse NG, right? These guys, what are they doing? You can say, oh, they are doing PR. They are doing they are a blog that promotes gossips, or they carry news. But if you're being honest, what these guys do is simply storytelling. That's what they do. That's their job. So it's a big deal. You're the one that don't realize how big of a deal it is. Now let me also burst your bubble. Some of you are waiting for the perfect moment. You want to garner like 50 certifications. You want to wait for everything to be perfect. You want to understand grammatical structure and grammatical engineering before you start writing and telling your stories. Instead of you to plunge with precision and clarity, you are you are dilly-dallying. Meanwhile, some of these guys I've mentioned, I don't want to mention their names again, but you know them. Some of these guys post stuff with grammatical error, typo errors. Please, if you are with me, I want you to let me know that you are with me because I notice that the chat is not so active right now. I want to be sure that you are following. Some of these guys just post stuff with typo error and maybe plenty emojis or something. And people will leave a lot of comments in their comment section. People would like it. What really happened is because storytelling is a big deal. Now you narrate yourself. Now you narrate yourself. Let me speak our local balance. Now you narrate yourself. You are overthinking it. You're like, no, you want to be this, you want to be that. Guy or girl, it's a big deal. Storytelling is a big deal. Script writing is a big deal. It's a big deal. And you are a big deal. That you want to go into it, it means that you are a big deal as well. Thank you. I can see your comments. Second thing that most people don't know is that the industry needs us to thrive. See this creative industry. In fact, these days, people just need writers. Those in music need writers. Those in fashion. I'm consulting for a fashion brand right now. They are trying to curate, stuff for a collection, and I'm consulting for them. Why? They need a script, they need a story. Everybody is realizing now that marketing is beyond just I'm selling this, I'm selling that, come and buy 10k, 20 million, 200,000. They understand now that marketing is storytelling. So now People need writers to consult for them. I saw a post the other day of a part. I don't know if it's true. I just saw it in passing on Twitter, where a particular writer said that she pitched, a storytelling for a particular music video for a top musician in the country. See, people need this industry needs us to thrive, and you need to understand that. Thirdly, the industry is bigger than us. See this thing I'm saying. I know it's going to wound a lot of people's ego tonight, but I need to say it. Sometimes we writers, we have pride. Yes, yes. Sometimes we have pride. We think that the industry is about our stories, and indeed it is. But it is beyond your stories, because as much as you are telling the story, it is up to some other set of people to bring your story to life. So I don't understand the isolation. As a writer, they are having creative what's it called now? Creative festivals or creative events. Writers will sit down at home. Why are you sitting down at home? What are you doing in your house? You should be out there. These guys need you. Producers will attend, directors will attend, photographers will attend, writers will sit at home. Please, why are you sitting down at home? Please ask somebody in the comment section, why are you sitting down at home? Why? Why are you sitting down at home? Whenever I go to events, you see people introducing themselves, and then I'll be waiting to hear someone say, "Oh, I'm a writer." I won't hear anybody say I'm a writer. I will hear every other thing: actors, directors, this, that, designers. No writers. Why? We need to stop isolating ourselves, because the industry is bigger than us. We need to come in, and I'm going to show you. See this thing I'm saying, as basic as it seems. Trust me, this is a hack that has helped me. Sometimes, and this is me, like I said, I don't gatekeep. Sometimes the stakeholders in Nollywood, they don't always go directly to the producers and directors. Sometimes they go to the writers. I am an evidence and a proof of that. There's a producer I currently work with, and she had a director she could talk to, she had a producer she could talk to, but she came to me as a writer. And because I understand that the industry is bigger than me, I had learned the ropes. I knew what to say. And that was how I got a seat at the table. So please, my dear storytellers, if you want a seat at the table, you cannot sit down in your house. I don't know, did you catch that? If you want a seat at the table, you cannot sit down in your house. You need to come to the table. Come to the table. If they say there is no seat for you, tell them that there is a seat for me. Create one if you have to. In fact, stand at the table if you need to. They say there's no seat, stand there. But let them know that you belong at the table. And the next thing I want to say is that writing is an art. Writing is an art, a business, and a craft. Some people don't know that. Some people only understand that, oh, writing is an art. I love the art of writing. Beautiful. Oh, writing is a craft. I'm honing my craft. Amazing. But it's also a business. It has three parts, and you need to understand these three parts. You need to grow your art, um, um, learn your business and hone your craft. Very, very important. I hope we're gaining something. Please, if you're getting knowledge from what I'm saying, I need you to let me know in the chat section. So I want to quickly dive into why can't I sell my script? So notice that a majority of us are script writers, so I'm just going to quickly talk about this. Why can't I sell my scripts? My DM on Instagram is full. A lot of people coming to me, Jemimah, I want to sell my scripts. I want to sell my script. I want to sell my scripts. Why can't you sell your script? Before I say anything I want to say, I want people to understand something. A normal person that opens a shop or a store or a supermarket, is it every day? Is it every day that they open their store or their shop that customers trickle in their hundreds? It's not every time. But do they stop? Do they stop opening their stores? No, they still show up every day. Whether the random person that comes to their store, I'm trying to think of these retail shops. They would wake up every morning and open their shop. Whether they sell just one good or product or they don't sell at all, tomorrow morning they will still open their shop, and they do that almost every day. Let me say out of 365 days, they do that for about 300 days. Then you that you are a writer, you say, oh, because so and so producer did not buy your scripts, you're no longer writing again. Please, why? Please, why? See, I came with energy. I came to drag some people. Why? Some of you, you have a pitch deck, you had a wonderful story. This story meant a lot to you, and you pitched it to an agency, or a brand or something. And then they said they didn't like it. Or maybe they even felt it wasn't good enough. And then you said that, and you said, oh, you just gave up. You stopped writing. See, after all the ones I've been writing, nobody's buying it. Nobody's is welcoming it. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing that. You stop writing. Please, that's not how it works. So that's why I said that writing is not just an art and a craft. It's also a business. And in business, you show up every single day. Every single day you show up. And by every single day, I'm saying that you need consistency. It may not be literally for you like Monday to Sunday, but you need to show up every day. You need to write. That's why you are a writer. That's why you're a storyteller. You need to tell stories. That's your job. That's your job. You tell stories. Or that you relax. Some of us, me personally, I grew up on my mom had a retail store, and every single day we go to that store, except weekend, Sundays rather, because that was where we were eating from. So imagine my mom then said, "Oh, after all, we're even selling. Let's close down the shop. If we close down the shop, won't we be hungry? So it is better for us to leave the shop open, so that bad as it bad, we'll see one or two customers that will buy something and we'll still eat." So please, you have to write. Some of you are just you ask some if I ask now, when last did you write something? Some of you say, I can't remember. You see that you need to be serious. You need to up your game. The second reason why you are not, you can't sell your script or you can't sell your stories is because you are scared. Oh my God. Somebody say in the comment section, say fear is an enemy of progress. Say that. Fear is an enemy of progress. Fear, write it. Say fear is an enemy of progress. Some of you are too scared. You are too scared. You are scared of theft. I remember one time a writer came into my DM and said, that she received a call to send in her synopsis, and that she didn't send in her synopsis. And I'm like, why didn't you send in your synopsis? Said it's because she's afraid that they will steal her synopsis. Should I tell you what I told her? I said, you're not ready. Do you know how many do you know how many synopses I've sent? I don't even know. Countless. When I first started in the industry, right? I sent cold emails. If I hear sent synopsis, I don't even bat an eyelid. I send it. I love the energy in the chat room. I send it immediately. Immediately, I send it because I need to understand. Let me tell people something. I always say something. The only reason why people will steal something is because it has value. You don't see thieves stealing from the trash or from the refuse dump. Why? It's rubbish. They only steal things that have value. So if somebody is stealing your work, I'm telling you, it's probably a good sign that you have value. There's always a good way to look at it. So I think the first day someone stole my work, I was actually impressed. I was like, wow, so I'm this good enough for you to steal my work. Fine. I mean, I will be wiser next time, but it gave me an inkling. And I became bolder because I realized that no matter how much you steal my work, you can never write it as I would have written it. Because I come with excellence, I come with value. Whatever I do, I bring my 101% to the table. So stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of failure. Some of you, you are afraid of not being good enough. You've written a fantastic story. Instead of you to post it, you start overthinking it. You say, this story, maybe it's not interesting. Maybe it's not this, it's not good enough. Please, what? Oh God. The things that some of these gossip blogs post that you legit know. Let me give you another example that people are very familiar with. Have you seen some of those Facebook stories? Like, you know that you're reading this story on Facebook. You know that this story is whack. Like, is basically nothing that happened. But you will still read it to the end. You know that this story is a fable, like is not real, it didn't happen. But you read it, and people will even leave a comment on the story. People, in fact, not one comment, thousands of comments. Then you that you have fantastic storytelling skills, you sit down, you're afraid that your own is not good enough. Hmm. I've told you, fear is an enemy of progress. Don't allow fear stop you. And that is some of you are scared of. You're scared of competition. Please, why are you scared of competition? When you're in primary school, did you not do competition? Did you not do debates? Did you not did you not do sack race? Did you not run? Tell me. Didn't you do all of those stuff? When you did all those stuff, did you not win? And even if you did not win, even if you lost at those games, did you die? Did anything happen to you? Are you not here? Are you not alive? Is your skin not glowing? Oh God. See, you cannot be a competition is I remember about in biology, one of the characteristic of living things is competition. It's normal. So why are you scared of competition? In fact, competition should push you to do better. And that is what you are scared of. You're scared of criticism. You are scared that when you put out that story, people are going to say that the story is not nice. And so they say the story is not nice. It doesn't mean it's not nice. It's just that they don't like it. As tasty as suya is, it's not everybody that likes suya. As as yummy as amala is, I know this amala I've mentioned now. I know I'm looking for some people's trouble. As yummy as amala is, it's not everybody that likes it. I mean, yummy food like amala, some people will say they don't like it. Some people will do bleh. What's that? Yet amala shows up in almost every Yoruba restaurant. Amala is not afraid of criticism. It keeps showing up. Then you that you are a living thing, a full soul with ideas, inspiration, heart, and mind, and all of the great potentials that God has deposited in you. You are scared of criticism. Please stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, next. The next reason why you can't tell your script or your stories is because you're not honing your crafts. Guys, I don't know if I want to dwell too much on this, but please, you need to learn to hone your craft. There are so many watery stories. Like it's not like the story is not good. It's not like the story is not nice, but the story is not excellent enough to be delivered. See, I have if I start talking here, I feel like we're not going to leave here today. But I have a lot of stories to tell when it comes to this thing they call excellence. There's a particular story of mine that I wrote. I don't want to mention the story. This particular story, if I tell you that when I wrote this story, it was basically, I don't know how to say it. Like I wasn't paid for that story. Let me put it like that. Like I wasn't paid like when no one they want to pay me now for a story, like they'll pay me big money. No, that story it was more or less a leap of faith. And I'm not saying this to like discredit the person that asked me to write the story. It was more or less like a collaborative project, right? We wanted to see how this story would go. But do you know what happened? I wrote that story as if I was writing for, I don't know, for the world, like for a global audience. That's the best way to put it. Like I put my all, my excellence into that story. Guess what, guys? That story is still one of the best stories I've written till date. Every single time that story goes around festivals, it's always getting either a nomination or an award or something. It's always, in fact, people that have watched the story on YouTube, they keep coming to my DM saying, what happened? Why did you write? This story is amazing. This story is unique. This story is different. Why? I am a sucker for excellence. You have to be a sucker for excellence. You yourself, I want you to ask yourself, if I'm a producer, if I'm a producer, will I these scripts that I wrote, will I produce it? If I'm Ruth Kadiri, if I'm Omoni Oboli, these scripts that I wrote, will I produce it? You need to ask yourself and tell yourself the truth. If your answer is no, you see that you have work to do. This storytelling, whatever I have, if I am Davido or whosoever you want to pitch to, would I appreciate it? Would I produce it? Would I put my money or my investment in this story or in this script? You have to ask yourself that question. That's one of the things that I do whenever I'm done writing a script. After I'm done, I'll now sit down and ask myself, I'll say, Jemimah, if you're Omoni Oboli, though, let me know, like, I love Omoni Oboli. I love my African storytellers, but I also love, our other black the other black guys over there in Hollywood. So I'm like, James, if you are Shonda Rhimes or Tyler Perry, how do you what do you think Tyler Perry will say about this your scripts? You see, guys, I place myself on a very high standard. So I ask myself, I say, if I am Jem, if you are Tyler Perry, will you produce this story? Would you love this script? So it reminds me of what to do. Right. All right. The next one. So yeah, another reason is because you know that we had like more. So I'm gonna have to like rush. And that reason why you can't sell your script or market your story is because you're criticizing other people's work instead of learning from their mistakes. You guys, please let me say something. I know that what I'm about to say, let me say it's my own opinion. You don't have to take it, but it is what have worked for me. You won't catch me on social media criticizing anybody's work. I leave that for the film critics. I'm not a film critic. You guys, if you're not a film critic, you don't have a business publicly criticizing a story. And I know why I'm saying this, and I'll tell you why. You are a writer, you are a storyteller. If you are going to criticize, in fact, I feel like you need to learn the difference between critiquing a work and criticizing a work. You always go for critiquing, not criticizing. As a writer, you should not be found criticizing other writers. We are families, oh. Other writers are your brothers and sisters in this industry. Have you guys seen how actors root for themselves? If an actor does something, look at these guys now, Kunle Remy, Etim Efyong, Mofe Duncan, Bimbo Ademoye, Uzo Arukwe. Do you see the way they root for each other in their comment section? Being friends, hyping each other up, gassing each other up. When they meet at events, you see the way they behave as if they are living in the same house. Even when they mess up, they know that they don't do it publicly, they do it in the DM. Then writers, writers, storytellers, somebody is making a mistake. I'm not saying that you should, turn a blind eye, but there's a way to be constructive about your critiquing. There's a way to say, oh, you did a good job, because you that you are writing, you know how easy it is to write something, to put an idea down from your head. Then if you want to say something, be constructive about it. You did well, but I think you could have done this better. Not you wrote rubbish, everything rubbish. Some of you even criticize your industry. You want to become a writer in Nollywood, oh, but you'll be insulting Nollywood. You see, I don't even know what's wrong with all these Nollywood writers. You are insulting yourself indirectly. Yes, I said it. You are insulting because you want to come and join Nollywood writers, but you are insulting other Nollywood writers. You're saying they are writing rubbish. They don't even have any stories to write again. Every time, love, love, love. Every time, this. Can they write about war? Can they write about this? Can they write about that? Okay, you that you know how to write everything. Let Igwe give you the award. Take the award. Collect it. You deserve the award. Let's give you. Instead of that, if you have suggestions, there's a way to go about it. You don't know how the industry works. Instead of you to learn, maybe there's a reason why these writers keep writing love stories. Do you understand? So instead of there was a film that came out on Netflix. I don't know if it was this year or last year. And to be honest, I didn't really enjoy the film. You see that I will not even mention the film. I didn't really enjoy the film, but I didn't see anything about the film. I went online. I started seeing filmmakers, script writers bashing. I understand if the general audience are bashing them, that's them. That's what they can do. That's their work. But you, that you're a writer, you are bashing your fellow writer. Why? Why? It's of you to learn from their mistakes. Okay, this story, why are people bashing it? What's going on? Because trust me, as a writer, when you're writing your story, you think your story is the best story in the world. That's the feeling. When you tell this story, oh more this story, this is the best story. That's how you feel. But when people watch it, you now start seeing the loopholes. Look, there's no perfect story anywhere. Sometimes you think you've written the perfect story. There was a time I wrote a story. Oh my God. I had sent the script, and then I sent my sister read it, and she told me that she showed me a loophole. I had to quickly withdraw the script and beg the producer that, please, I need to correct something in this story. I had to quickly change it. What if they had produced it like that and everybody had seen, my mistake? What will happen? It doesn't mean that I'm no longer an excellent writer. It just means that sometimes I may make a mistake. Nobody prays to make a mistake anyway, especially costly ones. But my point is, let's learn from other people's mistakes instead of criticizing them. Lastly, excuses. I want to write, but what? But what? Oh God. Why? But what's your but? Is it butter? You want to put butter? You want to put butter on your excuses? Why? Why'd you do that? Please stop the excuses. Stop the excuses. There are no excuses. Someone once told me that if you want something badly enough, you will do all you can to get it. And I believe it's true. You may not get it the first time, you may not get it the second time, you may not even get it the 10th time, but if you want it badly enough and you keep pushing, trust me, you're going to get there somehow, someday. You're going to get there. All right. Um, trying to, sorry. Okay. I think I'm almost like done because I really want to allow room for questions. I really, really want to allow room for questions. All right. So I wanted to share my story briefly with you. So when I started, to be honest, when I started, there was no one to hold my hands at first. Excuse me. There was no one to hold my hands at first, but I showed up regardless. I mean, after I went to film school, two film schools, right? And I wrote my first script. I think it was like after my first award-winning script, I wrote another. I wrote a feature length script. It was beautiful, right? But there was nobody to tell me that this is how this industry works. So, and I realized that if I go alone, I won't go far. Oh. So I started to check for people in the industry, and that was how I met two people, two women, amazing women. One mentored me, one coached me, and to be honest, they have a great impact on my journey. Let me tell you something. Investing in your journey is never a loss. This year alone, I think I have bought. I'm trying to calculate how many courses I've bought. For storytelling, I think I've bought two. I think I bought two storytelling courses. Then other courses, I think I bought two as well. So that's like maybe four courses. Like I paid for them. And this is apart from me, other ways I learn, maybe books I read, podcasts I listen to, and videos I watch to grow myself. That's different. My point is you have to continue learning. You have to invest in yourself. People are afraid to invest in themselves. I don't know why. Investing in yourself is the best thing you can do, to be honest. Is the best thing you can, is the best step that you can make. Every time I buy a course, sometimes I reach out to my coach and I pay for a session with her. I say, please, I need to consult with you. She say, okay, no problem. I pay for a consultation, and it always helps me. Like it helps my mind. I get better. So if you see people in the industry that you see that they've been here for years and they are still thriving, people are still rushing them like spicy noodles. It's not because they are just magic like that. It's because they never ever stopped investing in themselves. And that's the mindset that you need to have. Please invest in yourself. Please drop in the comment section and say, I will invest in myself. I will invest in myself. Okay, so before I go to, I think you guys already saw it anyways. Before I make the special announcement that I'd like to make, yeah, I will invest in myself. Amazing. Please invest in yourself. It's very important. It's the best decision that you can make. So before I go to the next slide, I would like to, if you have questions, you can drop your questions now. If you have questions, please drop your questions now. Drop them in the chat. Let me see if there's a way. So I'm going to start. I want to see if I can Okay. Please ask your questions in the chat. Please, did you get value like from things I shared? I'd like to know that. So if you don't have questions, I'll just dive right in. But if you have questions, please drop your questions. Let me answer them. I'd like to take the next 10 minutes to answer your questions, and then we move on to the special announcement that we have. If you don't have questions, just tell me if you got value from things I've said so far. I'm going to wait couple more minutes. A couple more minutes. Did I say that you people are like the most engaging audience? Like, I love the energy. I totally love the energy in the room. I'm trying to see if I can figure out who engaged the most on this call. I don't know if I can find that out. Okay, someone is asking, are there templates for writing scripts? Yes, yes, there are templates for writing scripts, depending on the kind of script you're writing. Writing for film, are you writing for stage play? Are you writing for, sitcoms? And these days, technology has made it easier. So we have a couple of softwares that you can always format to write scripts. Yeah. Okay, so Sumisola, did I answer your question or do you still have another question? Okay, I can see Favor say I got value. Amazing. Precious says I got value. Favor says I got value. Ivy says I've gotten so much value. Amazing. I'm happy to hear that. So apart from Sumisola, does any other person have question? Okay, Miriam says yes, I got value. Sumisola says yes, you did. Precious, okay, amazing. Precious says I'm glad I joined. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. Really, really happy. Really, really happy to hear that. Okay. Please, you guys, if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please, you need to subscribe. Because apart from the mentorship community here, I have videos that I put up for writers. If you check on this channel, there's a playlist called Screenwriters Podcast. I have like I think I have 4 videos there right now, and I'm going to be adding a lot more. So you don't want to miss out on the things I'll be dropping. And if you're not following me on social media, you should. Jemimah the writer is my main account, and then Mima underscore scripts underscore is my official account. Majority, not all, majority of the scripts I've written are there, so you can dive in. Okay, Miriam is asking for someone that's more inclined to reflective writing. How can one infuse storytelling? I love that question so much. I love it so much. So when you are doing storytelling, think of 2 things: vulnerability and authenticity. A lot of people overthink storytelling. Remember that when we were younger, storytelling always started with once upon a time, there lived da 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 da. So every single time we heard once upon a time, we knew that a story was about to be told. But the game has changed now. Right now, storytelling is no longer about once upon a time. Storytelling is about what are you saying that I can relate to. So if you are a reflective writer, I really don't get the aspect of reflective writing, because reflective writing in itself is quite broad. But I want you to always think of authenticity. What part, because we are humans. And for every story we listen to, somebody said one of the benefits of storytelling is that it reminds us that we are humans. It reminds us of our frailty. It reminds us of our humanity. So you want to remind your audience that they are humans. Is the reason why we tell stories that evoke emotions, whether love, sadness, laughter. You see all these things that I'm mentioning. Those are the elements of emotion we evoke when we're telling stories. So when you are writing your when you're doing your reflective writing, what emotions are you trying to evoke? Is it laughter? Is it sadness? Is it, whatever? You have to pinpoint the emotion. Then write from the place of authenticity and make people feel bear when they read your story. That's the reason why some people read stories and they cry. It's not because they flogged them, right? It's because it touched a part of their humanity that they didn't even realize was there. So you need to focus on authenticity and vulnerability. Okay? All right. I think I'm going to take two more questions and then I move on. Okay, Blissful says value overload. Trying to I'm monitoring it from here as well, just to be sure that. Okay. Any no more question. Okay. I guess we are good to go then. I thought people were going to bombard me, but people are always bombarding me with questions in my Instagram DM. And today you're not asking me questions. Okay, no problem. I guess I answered your questions already. Maybe during my teaching. So amazing. All right. So I have a special announcement to make. We're finally opening up. I'm supposed to do drum rolls, but let's just dive right in. We're finally opening up our mentorship community at my Masterclass agency. Yes, and it's not free. Yes, it's not free. We're opening up our mentorship. Let me tell you something. Like I said before, investing in yourself is the biggest investment. And let me not even lie. You see, this price I put here is a steal. If I tell you people the amount that I paid, you know, the amount that I paid when I first, that was, I think 2022, 2023, was a lot of money. The original price tag for my coaching class was 500,000. Yes, it was 500,000 for 3 months. I got a discount, but I just wanted to know how much it originally was. So this is me giving you this as a steal. If you have a question, you can drop it. Just type it. I can see your chats. So just type your question. I would reply. Blissful, how does Nollywood industry work? This question is broad. Is broad. I don't know exactly what you want to know about the industry. So if you can be more specific, maybe I'll be able to answer your question. So be more specific. When you say how does Nollywood industry work, you have to be more specific. What exactly do you want to know? Is it production? Is it the business? Is it distribution? Is it writing? Just be specific. If Oluwanifemi, please ask your question. All right. So, like I said, I have a special announcement. If people have been saying, Jemima, I want you to mentor me. I want you to mentor me. I want you to mentor me. Yes, it's time to mentor you. So we're going for a steal. I'm saying a steal because God, I am my community manager. We've had back and forth on how much to charge for this class. And I wanted to price it, but we're like, no, let's go for something that everyone will be able to afford. So it's going to be 75K per month, and you are going to be subscribing monthly. But if you're on the call today, like you're on this call right now, and you're already in our WhatsApp group, you get a discount to pay 50K per month if you're paying for 1 month. And if you're paying for 3 months at once, 120K. You say that is a steal. Tell me now, it's not a steal. It's a steal. I'm going to say your question shortly, Blissful. Is it still? So after which it reverts to the original price. Let me quickly tell you what you are going to be learning in case you are wondering, what is even in this mentorship that she wants to collect all this plenty money? Why? Why does she want to collect all this plenty money? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you. These are the things that you stand to gain. Firstly, you will get access to my scripts. Those in my mentorship community, they know. Some of you, the only problem you have is that you have not seen a real life script before. You have not read a feature length script before. That is the only issue you have. In fact, I have a writer in my in my mentorship community, right? The first time she read a script of mine, she didn't even come back to me again for anything. She said that the clarity she needed, the moment she read my script, she got the clarity. And that's true. Sometimes you just need someone to show you how it works, right? So you get access to my script, the script that I've written, that have been produced, that you can watch the film. Yes, you get access to that. You also write your first spec script, even if you know nothing about script writing. You guys, I'm about to give you all the knowledge I got from film school. I went to two prestigious film schools, by the way. All the knowledge I got, I want to give everything to you like this at a still. So you are going to write your first spec script. You see that I put plural, not singular. Your first short film, your first feature length film. I'm going to show you how I wrote. You see those award-winning scripts you see. I'm going to show you how I wrote them. There's a way to write out. Hey God, I'm already saying a lot. There's a way to write award-winning stories. There's a way to write for YouTube. There's a way to write for cinema. There's a way to write for Netflix. There's a way to write for Prime. There's a way to write for Showmax. There are different ways of writing. People don't know. Some people, there's a script I doctored recently. By the way, I don't just write scripts, I consult for people. There's a script I doctored recently. This girl, kudos to her, because writing is not an easy task, right? I mean, she did a fantastic job. She did a fantastic job um writing the scripts. But she wrote a YouTube script as if she was writing for 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 the cinema, like she was writing action film. I was like, no. And these are the things you will learn. These are the things that you will learn in my mentorship community. I will show you. There's this film I wrote, right? Just for actors, just four actors, one location. I promise you, that story is sweet. Is sweet. I can send you the link in the WhatsApp group chat if you want. I went to the comment section. People said I did not even realize that this was a forecast movie until I finished watching it. There's a way, see, there's a hack to go about it. But if I don't show you, you will not know. So I'm ready to show you how to do it. You also get one-on-one access to me. Some of you, you want one-on-one access to me. Oh yeah, I want to give it to you at a steal. You have one-on-one access with me. When you are done, let me tell you what we're going to do. When you are done writing your spec scripts, when you're done writing your spec scripts, me and you will sit down and we'll dissect it. I will show you your strengths. You guys, I will show you your strengths. I'll show you your weaknesses. Every single writer that works with me, they will tell you, please, are you guys here? I'm checking the chat. I know some of you are writing exams right now. So I will tell you your strengths. All the writers that work with me, I know their strengths. And by strength, I don't even mean genres. I mean, some of you, your strength could be dialogue. Some of you, your strength could be character development. Some of you, your strength could be plotting. Some of you, your strength could be comedy, infusion of comedy. There's the way some writers will write comedy, you will laugh from beginning to end. And some will write comedy and you'll be like, is this supposed to be funny? But some of you have that strength, but you don't even know. I will tell you your strength. I'll tell you your weakness when you have that one-on-one access to me. Check is saying that is that access, my dear. You're going to have access to my scripts. That one is a bonus, a sure bonus for you. I don't mince words. Then what else do you stand to gain? What else do you stand to gain? You're going to learn. You're going to be networking with top screenwriters. As you know, some of your faves, some of your faves are my friends. I think I might even bring some actors to come and talk to us because actors are the ones that act out our scripts, right? So maybe you need to hear their perspective on the way you write before you think that your writing is the next best thing after sliced bread. So yes, you're going to get network with top screenwriters. You hear their mind, and then some of them, you love their writing, not just me, and that's beautiful. I love them too. Next, I will show you how to sell your script successfully to producers. People that have been asking me, how do I market my script? How do I sell my script? I want to show you now how to successfully sell a script. The one of my mentees, I don't let me see if he's here. Israel, are you here? Israel, please, if you are here, please indicate. I'm trying to look out for you. I know he's writing exams, so I don't know if he's around right now. Israel right now. Hey, Israel is now a hot cake. Oh. He's now a hot cake. He has learned how to successfully sell his scripts to producers. He's now writing for Rock TV. Writing. I don't want to cast him too much before we say that I'm opening him up. So I will show you how to sell your script successfully to producers. Some of you don't even know that there's a way you market to people, to YouTube producers. There's a way you market to Rock TV. There's a way you market to Showmax. When you meet Moses Babatunde, some of you don't know I say Moses Babatunde, Moses Babatokpe. Some of you don't even know who that is. Please be going to event though. When you meet Omoni Oboli, when you go to their DMs, what do you say? You don't even Some of you don't even know what to say. Some of you just say, "Ma, I have a story." I'm sorry, I don't want to sound mean. I don't want to sound mean. Some of you just go and say, "Ma, I have a story for you. It's a very interesting story. If you market it, it will get 50 million views." And you think Omonioboli will just listen to that and just collect the story. There's a way to go about it. And it starts from your personal branding and positioning. Some of you don't even know that there's a way to brand yourself as a writer. I'm telling you, or a storyteller. There's a way you brand yourself, there's a way you position yourself. It's not just showing up or just posting content. No, unless you want to be a blog, a gossip blog. If you want to be a natural storyteller, there's a way to brand and position yourself. Some of you on your bio right now, your bio is confusing you. You say you that you own the account, your bio is confusing you. You are blockchain enthusiast, fashion designer, screenwriter, aspiring actor, I don't know, gold enthusiast. Like, which one exactly are you? Am I saying that you should just put one thing on your bio? No. If you check my bio, I don't just have one thing on my bio. I think I have about four things on my bio. But there's a way I branded it. There's a way I position it. There's a way to frame it that it still looks organized and people know that no, this person, he or she knows what they are doing. Okay? So I'm ready to give you all of this at a steal. And we're going to send the link tonight, most likely tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. First people to make payments, you are going to get a special gift from me. In fact, I don't know if Rose is here, but let me streamline it. The first three people, to get into the mentorship community, you're going to get a special gift from me. A gift I'm not giving any other person. Just the first three people. Thank you. Okay, let me answer your question. Okay, someone says, okay, Blessing says in writing aspect. So you see, like I said, it's still broad. But what I'll just tell you is that if you want to be a writer in Hollywood, number one, you have to be hardworking. Number two, you have to show up. Number three, you have to understand the audience you're writing for. Are you going to be writing rom-coms, family drama, dramedies, sitcoms? There are different stories. There's epic. So what exactly are you writing? So you need to understand the markets. You also need to understand the producers. For example, if you write for Basket Mouth, even when Basket Mouth is telling a sad story, he always infuses humor. And that said, you people need to learn to watch films and read fiction. A writer that does not read, I don't know what to call that writer. When I went to see Basket Mouth, a ghetto love story, I think was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. I intentionally go to watch and see. That's another thing people need to learn. You want to pitch to Omoni Oboli. You have only watched two films on Omoni Oboli's TV. Why? You should have watched at least 12 so that you can understand the kind of stories that she likes. This particular producer that I wanted to work with, right? I've never worked with her before. Fortunately for me, at that period, she released a film in the cinema. and I went to see the film. I'm telling you, after seeing the film, this one is a let me dash people this one. This one is a simple hack. Let me just dash you guys. Let me give you people. I have more secrets, but let me just give you people this one. I went to the cinema, I watched the film. After watching the film, I I took a video of a portion of that film. When I got back home, I posted the video on my stories. I tagged the actors and I tagged the producers. I won't tell you why I tagged the actors, but you already know why I tagged the producers. After doing that, the producer messaged me and we worked on a project together. I wrote a script for her. It looks like magic, Abby. I know that there's favor. I believe in the favor of God. I'm a child of God. I'm a person of faith, right? But I also know that there's something called strategy, and I can teach you. I can teach you strategy. I can teach you. Those that know. I really wish my mentees were around, but I don't think they are here. But those that know, I can teach you strategy, whether in PR storytelling, basic storytelling. There's a way to strategize. There's a way to sell yourself. There's a way to position yourself. There's a way to brand yourself as a storyteller. Okay, Nifemi wants to know what books, courses, or materials would I recommend for someone who just starting their writing journey? Okay, then good number of books to recommend. But you know what I will do? Remind me tomorrow. I will send you a list. I have a list of those books that every writer should have. Every writer. Just remind me. I'll send the list to you. I'll send the list to you. Adoba wants to know how much does a script sell for. It depends on the scripts, and it also depends on who is selling. Some people sell scripts for 10,000, and some people sell scripts for 10 million. So it depends on you. It depends on who you are selling it to. It depends on your wealth of experience. It depends on the kind of scripts too. Is it a cinema? For example, a cinema script will definitely cost a whole lot more than a YouTube script, if you get what I mean. All right, I think I have answered everyone's question. If you still have a question, please ask now. I'm going to end this live in about 3 minutes. But yeah, please, while I'm waiting for people that have questions, please let me know. Yes, I will drop the list on the group for sure. I'll put it on the group. Just remind me tomorrow if I forget. Tell me one thing. Tell me just one thing that you're taking home tonight. I know you got a lot of things from everything I said today, but just tell me that one thing that you are taking home with you. This one thing that Jemimah the writer said a lot of things, but this particular thing that she said, it touched my chest. It hits you, and you know that tonight you and your pillow are going to fight because of that statement. It's going to be ringing in your ears. It's going to be ringing in your ears. Please tell me. I'm using style to also check if anybody's asking any question. So, but tell me, what's that one thing that you're taking home with you tonight? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I'm reminding you again, you have just between today and 31st to register for the mentorship community, just between today and 31st. After that, the prices revert back to their original prices. And I have gifts for the first 3 people to register for the community. Let me even give people one update. I don't like, I don't know, this might sound off, but to be honest, I'd rather work with a few people that are very serious and ready to invest in their journey than a good number of people that are not ready at all. That is, in fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm putting a price tag to this mentorship circle. I could have just said, oh, let me mentor everybody. But I want you to take it seriously. I want you people to take it seriously, to be honest. So that by the end of these 3 months, when you are selling your first spec scripts, you know the funny thing, if you take this mentorship class seriously, your first sales, your first major gig as a storyteller can even pay you much more than you have paid for the mentorship community. I'm telling you. Okay, Sefa says, Jemima said, pour your heart into your craft and be a sucker for excellence. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. I love it. Any other person wants to tell me what I said that stuck with them tonight? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Okay, Oluwanifemi says, stop criticizing your fellow writer. Yes, louder for those at the back. Stop criticizing your fellow writer. I'm so glad I said that. You know, I'm always sad whenever I see that happen. So please, if you know that you have a habit of doing that, this is your call to repentance. Change, repent, and become a better person. Okay, Ivy says, when you're thinking of a story, think of vulnerability and authenticity. Very good. I love it. It shows that people were really, really paying attention. I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. I'm honestly impressed. Okay, Favor says, stop sitting at home if you want to sit at the table. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. I love it. So Misela says, watch movies, read books, understand the different personalities and audience that exist so you can channel your writing in the right direction. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm glad that you got value. Amazing. 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 Is there another person that wants to say something? I think I'm going to stop sharing now. Stop sharing. Okay. Precious says, go out more and invest in yourself. Very correct. Go out more and invest. You have to. You have to stop dulling yourself as a writer. Don't dull yourself. Invest. That's why I want you to what's the word? That's why I want you to pay for this mentorship community so that you can invest in yourself. Invest in yourself via this mentorship community. At the end of this mentorship class community, at the end of these 3 months, see, in case you don't know, it starts September and ends in November. So you have 3 months, September, October, November, to learn from me, get all the value that you need, and become an established screenwriter. I will teach you everything from screen writing, formatting, storytelling, everything. Some of you don't even understand that storytelling has elements. It has various elements. Some of those things that you've forgotten that you learned in school in literature back then that you have forgotten, you will use them in your writing. Knowledge is not going to waste. All right, we have come to the end of today's session, and I'm so glad that we all got value. Okay, Zainab says, "Don't sit at home." Love it so much. I'm so glad that we got value. To be honest, I'm so happy. You people made my birthday. You made my birthday a success. I really wanted to have this masterclass as a way of celebrating my birthday with my favorite people in the world, which are writers. Writers are my favorite people in the world. I can say it anywhere. Please don't tell producers that I said that too. I'm just telling you people. Writers are my favorite people in the world. So I would be, if you have any questions that maybe you don't remember now, you remember later, just drop it on that WhatsApp group. I will be there to answer your questions. I'll be there to answer your questions. And my community manager will also be there. So I think this is where we're going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you got value, and I look forward to seeing you in the mentorship community. Please, the opening for the mentorship community will not be open for long. So if you want to take advantage of it, please do so fast. Don't procrastinate. Once I shut the door is shut until next year. Until next year again. If you don't join us this year, until next year, we're not going to do last minute miracle. Hmm? Thank you, Cephas. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see in the WhatsApp group. And in case you're not even aware that there's a WhatsApp group, maybe you just joined the live because you are subscribed to the channel, please go to the link in my bio, Jemimah the Writer on Instagram. No space, just the way it is here. Jemimah the Writer. Just go on Instagram, click on the link in my bio. You'll see register for free writing masterclass. Once you click there, the link and you fill the form, the link will direct you straight to the WhatsApp group so that you don't miss out on the things that we have to share. So we're wrapping it up here. Thank you so much. I pray that God blesses you, God favors you, and I pray that God grants you clarity in your work and in your decisions. I pray that as you're writing and telling stories, You will not just tell stories for telling sake. People will be impacted by the stories you tell. Lives will be changed, and the world will become a better place because of you. Thank you, Olola Day. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. This is where I draw the curtain. Have a good night, everyone. Bye. Bye.